Hi, my beautiful souls, and welcome to Kia-Charlotta. I hope you guys are doing very well today. And in today's video, we are super excited to be giving you guys a little bit of a nail polish gift guide for this Christmas. There are several reasons why I feel like nail polish is just such an amazing gift to give any one of your loved ones, your girlfriend, your mother, anyone who you know uses nail polish. I just feel like it's just such an amazing gift because you can't really go wrong there. I feel like if they use nail polish, they're gonna like the nail polish that you gift them. And this is why we are making this video today, so that we can give you guys some amazing options for colors that you can give your loved ones when it comes to nail polish, because that's really ultimately what it's all about. We want to know that they will also love to use them, and it won't just end up in their drawer drying up and them never using it because they don't love the color. Our first suggestion is to give your loved ones a set, a top and base coat and a colored nail polish. At Kia-Charlotta shop, this is called the Essential Set, which then includes all of these 3 products in a reduced price in comparison to if you would just buy them separately. So this is an amazing gift because you're giving them the ultimate kind of manicure kit, which helps keep the nail polish last longer and makes your manicure look super beautiful. Of course, you can also gift a single nail polish, and if you know that your loved one does not use top and base coat, or you just know that they wouldn't like it because, I don't know, they're lazy or they just never use it really, that's okay. Nail polish works completely fine without that as well. By using a top and base coat, your nail polish tends to last a little bit longer, and it also protects your nail bed from any discolorations that sometimes nail polish might give if you use it without a base coat. That is our first tip. Now let's talk about the colors. So when it comes to gifting colors, there are many options, and it really always depends on how well you know the person who you're going to be giving this nail polish color to. Now the first little category that we're going to talk about is giving a red nail polish. I know, boring. But luckily there are so many red shades as well, also in the Kia-Charlotta range. But obviously this is not about you having to purchase Kia-Charlotta nail polishes. You can obviously choose any brand that you want to. We want you guys just to find the perfect nail polish shade for your partner. And there are so many red shades, so maybe you know what kind of a red shade they do not have. But the reason we are suggesting red is because I have yet to meet somebody who never uses red nail polish. So red is just such a classic color, which if you have no idea what colors of nail polish they like to use, the likelihood of them liking to use a red nail polish is going to be quite high. It's a classic. For example, from our collection, we could highly suggest Successful, which is such a classic like winter red. It's not too bright, not too dark. It's definitely very red, and honestly this one suits with any skin tone. Like if you have no idea which color, like literally no idea which color to gift, go with Successful. I can almost guarantee you that there is no person who will not like Successful. Such a classic color. Or if you know that they like more bright reds, then we can suggest I Can. I Can is definitely more of a classic bright red. It is amazing for the summer, but it's also obviously good for winter because it's just red, you know, it's just like this classic bright red color, which again, almost everyone will like. But then we also have a very dark red, which is Tea Time, and this is almost more of a kind of brown, blackish red, like a very deep, dark red basically. So if you know that they tend to lean towards more darker colors when it comes to nail polish, or if you know that they have a classic red nail polish already, maybe this would be an amazing option for them to try out as well. Okay, the next category of colors would be a nude tone. And I know, again, it seems so basic, but again, when you're gifting a gift to someone, it's just so important that they actually end up using the product as well. And after red, I would say that nudes are the most classic way to go, and colors that everyone almost loves using. Not absolutely everyone, but almost everyone. So again, with nudes, we have many options that we can choose. We have the absolute classic nude, which with us would, for example, be Intuitive Energy. Just an amazing classic nude, no shades here or there, just nude basically. And if you want to go with something a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit more interesting, again, if you already know they have a classic nude nail polish, then we can suggest also Just Relax, which is a little bit more kind of peachy yellowy nude, and just such an amazing neutral color, which is a little bit more I guess, interesting and different than to the classic nude than Intuitive Energy, for example. And of course, you can always choose a more like pinkish nude shade, and these are often like mauve shades or just a very light sandy pink kind of tones. We can highly suggest, for example, Hygge at our collection, and this is a mauve top pinky shade. So it is kind of pink, but it definitely leans towards a nude neutral shade because it definitely is not a bright pink at all. So if you know they like to use nudes, I can almost guarantee that they will also like to use this mauve top shade as well. Finally, of course, if you know a little bit about their nail polish collection, or you know that they simply usually tend to like to use any kinds of colors, that they're very open about the shades they use on their nails, then get them something interesting that they might not already have, which can be a very fun and exciting gift when it comes to nail polish. Especially like nail polish is one of the most fun products when it comes to cosmetics, because you can literally use any color on your nails without it being weird. So we have a couple of shades we want to talk about. The one that I'm using today is this one, which is Winter Wonderland. Such an amazing kind of very interesting blue shade. It's a hollow or glitter nail polish, and it's definitely not a bright blue, and it's not like a creepy blue that you have on your nails. It's a very beautiful wintry blue, and the glitter on it just makes it that much more festive. So this is something I feel like a lot of people will like, and we've gotten amazing feedback from this color as well on our Instagram and on our social media. People just absolutely love this. And another shade, which is a classic kind of a Kia-Charlotta, where we know so many people love this shade, and this is called Sweater Weather, and it's a how would you call that, like a dark teal. It's not even that dark of a teal, but it's definitely a teal color, and it's just such an amazing, beautiful color to be using in the winter time as well. Absolutely highly suggest that. And of course, since it is Christmas time, it's also cool to gift something that is easy to use in New Year's as well, which is why we would love to suggest Starlit Sky as well, which is this beautiful silver color, and this is just the perfect silver nail polish. It's has a perfect amount of holo and glitter into it, but it's not too much, so it makes it very easy to use with really any outfit, and should be easy to use for almost everybody. So those were our suggestions for colors for this Christmas. I hope you guys got some inspiration over there. And our last tip, of course, if you want to go a little bit extra with your gift, with your nail polish gift to your loved ones, is to go all in. Go with the essential set, top and base coat, and a color, and also gift them a nail polish remover from us. It is literally the best. I know I am obviously subjective to that opinion, but I find it to be the best nail polish remover that is out there. It smells good, it works, it is effective, and it's just amazing. And we are going to be launching this product very, very soon, so that you can already be buying it for Christmas as well, which we're so excited for. And it should be available in shops beginning of next year. So guys, just stay tuned, stay excited. It's super, super exciting for us, and just an amazing gift as well. Nail polish remover, obviously anyone who uses nail polish will be needing a nail polish remover as well. So yeah, that would be our final tip. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little nail polish Christmas gift guide and got some inspiration from that as well. Our nail polishes are available on our online shop, but you can also find them in several stores around Germany. Especially we are in organic supermarkets, and for example Bio Basic or Den or Bioladen, but also in several other natural cosmetic stores and smaller boutiques. And we have a list of retailers on our website as well, which I can leave a link to down below in the description box or blog post wherever you're watching this video. So go check that one out. I understand that sometimes you want to see the nail polish first before you purchase it online without maybe having personally seen it, but we do try to give you guys a good idea of what the color looks like. We have a swatch video of every single color, we have a picture of every single color, and we try to give you a good idea of what this color looks like when you would purchase it. So I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys have fun preparing for Christmas. Don't make it too stressful. I'm super excited to see you guys in our next video, and I will see you then. Bye!